Minnesota. Some confusion in my mind what platoon I was in. Cliff is laughing. I guess I was in the first platoon. Sergeant Kelly moved around a lot, and I always thought I was one of his squad leaders, but I guess I was with Jim. So, Cliff and I and Jack Hayden and Bob Patton arrived together at the company in April of *69 and left in March of '70. My wife is here with me. I did take her back to the room. She's having some problems with vertigo, but really enjoyed seeing all of you and wish you all the best.
My name is Milt Harden, and I went from October of '70 through October of '71, and without the help of a number of my brothers here, probably would not have made it. Ended up with malaria, and they carried me. Went back out to the field thereafter. Thank you, one and all. It's an honor to be here with you. This is my first, and it's not going to be my last.
Bill Walday from Delta Company, 1st to the 20th, Leffington Brigade. I was a machine gunner. This is my beautiful wife, Cheryl. Without my Sarge over there, I'd have never made it back without you, Sarge. You took care of us all. This is my first reunion, and it won't be my last, and I love you all.
I'm John Wolf from Jacksonville, Florida.
I'm going to try to keep this short, which is almost impossible. In 2007, Connie and I, my beautiful wife, went to the traveling wall that came to Jacksonville Beach. We got back at 4 p.m. on Saturday, and at 4 a.m. on Sunday, she came into my office and said, "What the hell are you doing? You haven't been to bed." And I said, I've been in technology for 25 years, and I have never Googled my unit. I never did anything about Vietnam. I did like many of you did. We just kind of blocked it out. Yeah. Okay? At that point, I got kind of on the mission. I found Delta Company. Somebody said to me, "Didn't you take some movies?" Yeah. And we'll put them on YouTube. And then I got connected and was blessed to go to the 2010 reunion in DC. And that changed my life. My whole thing is dedicated, which I want to talk to many of you that are involved in nonprofits and what have you, in doing something for our veterans, whether they be Vietnam, World War II, World War I, Korea, Afghanistan, Iraq. My mission is to buy all-terrain wheelchairs for legless vets. And we have you know, and they need independence. They need that ability to go. I can't wait to see them. I'm blessed to live on the ocean. I've been blessed all my life, and I would love to see them be able to go out on the sand and go to the water all by themselves. I am proud to be part of Delta Company. I'm proud to be here. Thank you.
My name is Cliff Barger. I'm here with my mother, my sister, and my brother-in-law. They're from Michigan. We're blessed to have them here with us. I come to Vietnam in March of '69 and went home in May of '70. So I had a pretty good long time with Delta Company, a whole 14 months, so I got to know quite a few people. But I was so blessed when Sherry and I started talking about trying to put one of these together. Because each and every one of you guys are my heroes. I know without the support Without people watching my back, I would have never made it home. But I'm so thankful that I did. And I think John Rosebrook here and myself are the two that's made it to every single one. It's down to him, he and I think the first one there was about 16 guys that Sherry put together. And it wasn't your fault that you wasn't here because you probably wasn't contacted yet. But I'm so thankful that we've put the whole company back together, and it's just been a blessing. And like I said, you guys are my heroes. A lot of people don't get to meet theirs in a lifetime. I got to serve with mine. And from here on out, I'm known as Sherry's sidekick.
Our Delta Company mother, Sherry Barker.
Yo! The angel!
I'm Bill Howard. I served the first platoon July of '69 to January of '70. This is my wife, Linda. I couldn't have made it without her.
That's right.
John Rosebrook, I was there in October '68 to October '69. And this is my wife, Jan. That's it.
Leonard Snotter. I was over in Vietnam in 1970. And that's my wife right there. First time, I will be back. I really enjoyed it.
Good job, John.
My name's John Simpson, and I went in March of '70, come out in April '71. And I also want to thank Elmer Hall for finding all of us. And also forcing us to go to the VA. He called me every other week. Appreciate it. Is that
Tom Doc Turney, this is my wife Nancy. It was August of '70 to August of '71. John Wolf got a hold of me at first reunion in Washington, and since then, getting together with all you people in that dirt turned my whole life around, and God bless all of you.
Amen.
I'm Ernest Garza. I got in country in November of '70, and I was doing it in July the 29th. Of '71. This is my first reunion. This is my wife Charlotte, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been a good trip for us. The difference between this reunion and going to the division reunion is that you're here with the guys that walk the same ground with you.
My name is Frank Ibarro. For those that I have the privilege of knowing in those years, 70, 71, it was a privilege and an honor to be with you in that fight. This is my lovely wife, Lydia Hawkins. We were married just last June. And God bless America.
I'm Dave Barr from Missouri. This is my wife Charlotte. I was over in Vietnam in Delta Company, second. Oh, I'm sorry. I was over there from July of '70 till July of '71 with Delta Company, second platoon. Thank you.
My name is Lynn Duke. I'm here with my wife Kay. I was in Vietnam from August '69 to July of 70, and I served with the 3rd Platoon and a short time with the 4th Platoon.
He needs to say his beautiful wife came.
Top that one,
My name is George Lawrence, and I arrived in Vietnam in March 1969. And first person I met was this guy right there. He made me think he had been in country for years and years. And I was right there with him. I was farming. I knew I was going to get back and hang around this guy. And I'd like to thank old Ron Davis over there.
Yeah.
He got hurt and I got promoted to senior aide man. And I left 1st Platoon and went to headquarters platoon. Thank you. This is a friend of mine. He was a friend of mine. He was the guy that when you got hurt, he's on the dust off. He came in to pick you up. He was with the MACV unit, and he flew dust off. And I told him about that. My wife couldn't come. So I said I wasn't going to come because I didn't want to come by myself. So I thought about him. I called him, and he said, sure, he would go. I called my man, and he said, yeah, bring him. Yeah. He said, bring him. And he was glad to come. I never thought he would come, but he hounded me every day. When he said he was going to come. And we both came down here together. And we've served twice together since I left Vietnam with him. Alpha Coleman, and believe it or not, he's a command sergeant major.
Wow. Whoa.
I am Al Coleman. It's my pleasure to join each and every one of you. I'm hearing the stories that I watched years ago, and now to relive it is just a wonderful thing to do. Thank you very much for inviting me.
I'm a little top weight. Now, you don't know this, but basically, I had a reunion with you all years ago because that's all Daddy talked about. We saw the pictures and we relived everything that y'all did in Vietnam almost every day. So, and I didn't really appreciate that until actually I got older and actually came and actually met you. Well, I did meet you because, because we were just young and then, Ewan would come up from Nashville, because we're from Drakesboro, Kentucky. So a lot of the guys that was in Tennessee, Jason Wright and all them, they would come to the house. And so we'd meet them, but I didn't really appreciate it until I saw everybody together and I saw all the stories, and we really did. Here's my wife, Sherry, and of course, Top Wade's wife, my mother, Georgia Wade.
My name is Duke Davis. I was in Vietnam October 1968 to October 69. I served with 2nd Platoon, all my brothers here. I want to say I love all you guys, and I talked with Leslie and Alan Conger yesterday, and they just want to say hello, and they wish they could have been here with us. And they want us to keep them in their prayers. Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Joe Lupo, and I was then, and still am, a loyal member of the 2nd Platoon. I arrived in Vietnam in January of 1969. I was asked to leave the country by the North Vietnamese in January of 1970 for hostile actions against us. My favorite colors are infantry blue and bright red traces. Thank you.
Gary Priest, 2nd Platoon. These are all my brothers. Best people in the world. Thank you, Jan, for showing me the ropes. And I'm from a small town in upstate New York. I'm just a country boy. And this is my beautiful wife, Tracy, whom I love very much. She's put up with me all these years.
My name is Dwight Solar. I'm from Iowa. I'm with these great guys from the 2nd Platoon, 2nd Squad, and we're still together, and we're still 2nd Platoon. My wife Penny couldn't make it this year. She had other commitments. But I'm very proud to say I brought my cousin Junior Wadley. Junior is a 20-year Army retiree, retired as an E8, and served this country well, and I'm proud to have him with us. He's proud to be here.
Just in case anyone was interested, Gary Priest and his wife have a hunting reserve, Upper State, New York, if you're ever looking for a place to go bear hunting or moose hunting or deer hunting, keep them in mind. I didn't know that till yesterday.
Bear hunting, does that mean with no clothes? Okay.
Clothes are optional.
Clothes are optional. I'm Richard Culver. This is my wife Becky. I was in the 2nd Platoon. I'm from Tennessee. I was in RTO. They couldn't understand a word I said from October 68 to October 69.
Hi, I'm John Priest. I had the honor of being part of the highly esteemed 2nd Platoon. I was there from April of 68 until April of 69.
My name is Jim Kedwards. I hope you won't hold against me, but I'm from California. I was in the 1st Platoon, Infantry, January 1969, out in January 70. I'd like to take a thing and personally thank Wendell and Jan and the rest of the Strode family for hosting us and letting us intrude in their lives, because it is tough. Also to all my combat brothers in the room, I'd like to tell you I may not be here for the rest of your life, but I'll love you for the rest of mine.
For those that participated with us in our reunion in Washington, D.C., Richard Culver's the one that put all that together for us, did a great job, so we still enjoy that. Good talking about it.
My name is Dennis Yerger. This is my wife Kathleen of 41 years. She's put up with a lot, but she's helped me a lot also. I was in the 3rd Platoon. I got there in October of 68, left in April of 69. That man right across there, he's the one that sent me home. Otherwise, I'd still be there. I appreciate it, Jason, and you'll be my buddy for life.
I'm Dennis Taylor, November of 68 to November of 69, served with 1st Platoon. I was a radio operator the entire time in the field, and hadn't figured out how I got the name, but there was a nickname applied to me called Stutters. And so anybody remembers Stutters? Well, that's me. Over here on my left is my lovely wife, Rosie. Been married 42, almost 43 years.
J.D. Kilder, I was there May of 69 to April of 70 with the 3rd Platoon. I want to thank everybody.
I sure do thank Wendell and Jan for putting a lot into these reunions, and they've worked hard. Also, Cliff and Sherry Barger, they kind of got me on this thing pretty early, and they did a lot of work for me. I'd send them names and they would hunt the person up. And out of all the calls that we made all over the United States, it was just 1 or 2 that kind of went south. And I called one person, and they had a bitter divorce. And she proceeded to tell me how sorry of a husband she had. And I just laughed it off and hung the phone up. So I won't say I appreciate all you fellows. I don't think it's meant for us to grieve. I don't think it's meant for us to think about things that happened in the field. There's a lot of things that we didn't have control of. And don't any of you fellas back yourself in a corner and think that you've done anything to anybody else wrong, because it was war. We handled it like it was war, and couldn't be a better bunch of guys brought together. So thank you very much.
This is our daughter, Mindy, our granddaughter, Lauren, and great-grandson, Kason. And this is our adopted granddaughter, you might say, and her husband, Kachina and Russell. And we're proud of all of
That man right there handling that camera, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for getting and holding me, man. I'll never miss one of these reunions. This woman right here has put up with me for 41 years. Just like everybody said, they all need their medals too.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is my son, William.
My name is Bill Tolo. I started with Delta Company, first platoon. Got there in April 71 and in March 71 right up. But got there in April 7. Oh, these are my family that just here right now. The rest of them went back home. They came from Illinois, Virginia. But that last couple of days I had like 19 of them.
This is his wife, Rita.
I'm Ron Doc Davis. I'm an adopted Delta guy because I'm from headquarters company, like all medics. I served with the 3rd Platoon from March of 69 until June of 69. Then I was a senior medic for a month, and then eventually I was a records clerk. I missed the last couple of reunions because I've had cancer that was, according to the VA, not related to Vietnam. But I enjoyed Delta Company, and I know my wife would like to be here, but she couldn't be here this time. So next time we'll be in Brandon.
I'm John Peterson, and I was with Delta Company in the 3rd Platoon from May of 69 to June of 1970. I'm also the guy that forgot to do the air medals, Frank. I wound up as the awards and decorations clerk, so if any of you guys served during my time and you got any kind of an award with a V or something, I wrote it. I want to hear my wife Sharon for 46 years.
My name is Toby Rogers. I was there 69 to 70. And I put out the Sykes Regulars Reporter. Yeah, remember that?
Oh, yeah. Still that.
I'm Tom Ebert. I started a couple of days with Delta Company, ended up as the S1 sergeant on Bronco. My wife Tanya couldn't be here. She has a challenging disease that she's not able to travel, but I was able to bring my daughter Ashley. It's always a pleasure to see everybody.
You bet.
I'm Craig Collins. I'm here with my wife Marilyn, and we got married I think about 3 weeks before I got in country in December of 69. Left November of 70. I was with Delta for 3 months before I went up to Liz and worked in the TOC. And I was RTO for Dave Novak.
Dave Novak, I feel adopted too as an RDFO. I feel that I'm committed to you guys. And I served from October 69 until I got wounded in March 70, medevaced out. I come from Boston.
I'm
Jesse Blitz. This is my wife, Darlene, 41 years. I wasn't actually in Delta Company. I was your liaison officer, the 1st Battalion, 20th Infantry. But if it wasn't for Captain Maxon and some of you guys, I probably wouldn't be here. It was him and some of you that volunteered that rescued us when our helicopter was shot down with Colonel Beers and both the pilot and the co-pilot. And they got us back to a safe fire base. So I appreciate that at all.
2 times, right?
2 times. Once it was Captain Zakita, who many of you know. He and volunteers came out and got us and brought us back to a fire base. That time we were hit by AK-47 fire. And that time that Chuck Maxon came and got us, an RPG hit the tail rotor, knocked it out, and we spun to the ground. So I feel very fortunate to be here and have been adopted by a Delta company for the last 6 or 8 years, and we never miss your reunions.
I'm Chuck Maxon, this is my wife, Curtis. I arrived in country in November, I believe it was, of '67, and I left in December of '68. I was privileged to be Delta Commander from July until December.
My name is Edward Dickey. I was Captain Maxon's company RTO. Served in 1967 to August of 1968. Without his good leadership and training, neither one of us would have been here today. Thank you.
Mickey Janowski. I went to the Bush Friday the 13th.
Mickey, hold it close.
1970. I was Lieutenant Novak's radio man. He was with me for 2 whole days before he got hit. And I haven't seen him in 44 years.
Wow.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
I'm Ken Leslie. I arrived over there in May of '69 and stayed in April of '70. I was out just a few days when our friend Jason got hit, and I thought, wow, this is war. A few days later, we were in a couple of big battles in June, and I remember looking at J.D. Kilzer, and I said, Jason, Kilzer, we're not going to make it. We're not going home. But a few months later, Top Wade, Erskine L. Wade, made me his clerk, saved my life probably. And I'd like to introduce my beautiful wife, Connie. Most of you know her. This is my sister. First time she's here from Birmingham, Alabama. Her husband, Dennis, just stepped out to get some medicine for her, so she found her with us there. And our friends, Ann and Mark Davis from Birmingham. And Mark is involved in the Wounded Warrior program. And he rents, well, let me tell you, okay? This is important.
What we do every year is we rent Talladega Motor Speedway in Birmingham, outside Birmingham. And I founded the program about 6 or 7 years ago. And what we do is we sell laps around Talladega, $60, 5 laps your own car around Talladega. And we'll raise each year about $20,000 to $25,000 for homeless veterans in Birmingham, wounded warriors. We support individuals that need help and encouragement, either financially or through other support. So it's just a blessing. I got a good board of directors that help out, and I'm so excited to be here. And thank you guys for your service.
Hi, I'm Steve Fedoras, and arrived in country in July of '69, wounded in March of '70, and fortunately I made it out with pretty much all intact. And I'd like to introduce my wife Susan since February of this year. So this is her first time and my 3rd time, and hope to make it a lot more.
Yeah, I'm Steve Russell. I was in country in September 1969 to October 1970. And I'm here with my mother. She's been here 3, 4 times. And my lovely wife, Rebecca. Thank you.
I'm Dan Hannah. I got there in,
I get that right. I think December of 1969, and went home in November of 1970. It's my wife Sue of 40 years. Put up with a lot of grief. Some so people know what we put our wives through, that mess. So,
Hi, I'm Larry Burkhardt. I came in September of 69, left October of 70. It's my wife Rhonda. I was in 1st Platoon.
I'm Fred Byer. Most of the men in the 3rd Herd, the 3rd Platoon, called me Jersey. I was there from August of 69, August to 70 of August, and I've been the 4th reunion, and every year I see more and more of you beautiful men. And God bless all of us. And keep doing what we're doing. You look all great, and we're getting old, but who the hell cares, right? My wife Linda, 41 years, and she knows the nut she's been married to, and she knows that just let him be, you know, and things have been great.
I lived across the river from Fred, and him and I got in country around the same time. I'm from Staten Island, New York. My wife Sandy and I, my name is Carmine, and this is our 5th reunion. It's great to be here, and it seems even though we're getting older and losing people, the crowds keep getting bigger, and that's a great tribute to the Strode and Barger family. Thank you very much.
My name's Jim Avedisian, and I got to Vietnam in June of 69, June of 70, and I'm here with my wife, Diane, and I was with the 3rd Platoon.
John Ewing, my wife Karen, we're from Nashville, Tennessee, about an hour and 2 minutes from here. We had to travel a long way. Want to thank everybody for their participation in the auction today. $7,700 was raised for the outfit. Thank you all very much. I was in 69 and 70, November to October, 69 and 70.
My name is Herb Willenberg. I went in country June of 69 to June of 70. Went to the field with Jim the same day. It's my wife Sharon. I was in the 3rd Platoon for 4.5, 5 months, and then they gave me a radio security unit and sent me to the CP, where I spent the rest of my time. From Minnesota.
My name's Overhaul, and I'm Snoopy.
I just want to say thank you. You meant so much to me. Thank you so much, everybody.
We'll do it. Dick or Larry?
Oh, it's her turn.
We have this fight all the time. We do so many activities together. So we battle over who's going to do this. Well, I'm Dick Lover. My mom, Marge. Some of you knew my brother David. Got me going.
Me too.
Well, it's the cause. Anyway, he was there in November of 68, killed March 1st, 69. Anyway, my other brother Steve and I are both Vietnam era veterans. I think Wendell said the other night I was an actual Vietnam veteran, but no, either one of us served in country. He did 4 years, I did 12. But glad we can keep coming. Mom's been to 3, this is my 2nd. Maybe her last, but I'll keep coming. So
She's going to be here many, many more years. I'm Chris Cook. I served from December 67 to April of 68. My wife couldn't be here this year because she's got a series of medical problems that prevented her from getting here. And I'd just like to point out that John Arias has been at every one of these meetings. This is the first one he's missing. He's been in the hospital for about 3 weeks that I know of, and it could be longer. If you have pictures of anybody from that first period of time that might have known John, John's been here, so you may also know he brought albums of pictures from the first group that went from Hawaii into Vietnam. So, I mean, those are the only pictures we have that really are right at the beginning. So, I mean, if nothing else, send him a picture and just let him know that we're thinking about him and he's in his prayers. At least Karen, his wife, and family will know that we care. And I hope we inundate them with pictures or something. Just a good wish would be nice. I think he's the fourth down on the list of the roster. All right, thank you.
Nick, to show you how short my memory is, did you introduce your mother?
I think I did.
He just said they fight over who's going to
Nick's
talk.
mother and David Lutgren's mother, Marge, from Portland, Oregon, that they come to be with us. So we're so honored that they come to be with us. We talked about Elmer Hall earlier, and then this is his son Marshall that made the knife, and Marshall's friend and soon-to-be wife, fiance, and so I wanted to give Marshall an opportunity.
Y'all all know me very well, I guess, by now, I'm assuming. I also served in the military. I was in the Navy, 1992, 94, reserve duty till 98. Wouldn't be able to do half the things I do in my life. Without, it's right here.
Strength is in family.
My name is Roger Doss. I was there from, tell me, Dan. From February 1970 until Christmas Day 1970. And I know that's a short time, but I left in one piece because for some reason there was a little deal there that Tricky Dick was doing a drawdown and some of us got to leave early. And I didn't hesitate to get on the plane. And this is my son Bradley. He's had to put up with a little bit too. My wife couldn't be here. She had to work. We was on vacation last week, so she couldn't get off this week. And I just want to say something about this man right here.
Yeah.
Snoopy. He has pulled a bunch of us together. Between he and Wolfie and those guys, they have done a lot of work to get people coming back here, out getting here, and doing a lot for this organization, even though there's a lot of groundwork that takes place that, you know, the hard work that other people do, you know, especially, you know, with the, what we call it, logistics. But this man's on his phone. He's fighting his brothers.
That's right.
And he's doing a wonderful job, and I want to thank him.
We talked about Elmer Hall earlier, and then this is his son Marshall that made the knife, and Marshall's friend and soon-to-be wife, fiance, and so I wanted to give Marshall an opportunity.
Y'all all know me very well, I guess, by now, I'm assuming. I also served in the military. I was in the Navy, 1992, 94, reserve duty till 98. Wouldn't be able to do half the things I do in my life. Without, it's right here.
Strength is in family.
I
Thank you.
just want to say so much to me. Thank you so much, everybody.
I was there in 68, 69, from November 22nd to a year later. This time I brought my wife, 42 and a half years married. I think that's it. And my nephew, my oldest nephew, I have a whole bunch. I have a whole bunch, really. And his wife. And his wife, Susan. First time for two. Hope they return again.